I remember sitting in my room in August 2021 wondering why I only made $4,000 that month. I had the knowledge, I had the passion. I was hustling 12 hours a day for almost 30 days, and my bank account did not reflect any of that hard work. Then I discovered one rule. This one simple rule that changed everything for me. And in 4 years, I went from zero to making $5 million and over 500 clients in 30 countries. And it all came back to this. Hey, I'm Hui Hui. I built a multi-7-figure coaching business completely organically without any paid ads. I became Tony Robbins' top #2 affiliate around the world, beating people like Lewis Howes, Jim Kwik, Brendon Burchard, and every single client came from this one formula that I'm going to show you today. And in this video, I'm going to break down the high ticket formula that I use to actually get high ticket clients, and the 3 parts inside this formula that will make it work. By the end, you're going to have a clear, simple system that you can start using today. So let's dive in. Here it is, the one rule that everything else is built upon. Build relationships. And that's it. Now, before you think, Hui Hui, that's it, it's so simple, I would like you to just pay attention in this video, because knowing it and actually doing it are 2 very different things. Here's what most coaches do. They post content hoping that someone will magically show up and DM them and say, take my money. And they treat social media like a billboard. Put something up and then walk away and hope for the best and hope that someone will actually knock on their door and say, I want to work with you. But you see, high ticket clients, they don't work like that. High ticket clients who pay 5K, 20K, 30K, 50K, they don't just buy from strangers, they buy from people they trust, people that they feel connected to, and people who feel like a mentor to them or a friend or someone who truly gets them. So if you want endless high ticket clients, your one job is to build relationships, and there are 3 ways to do this. I call them the 3 C's. Hey, quick pause here. If this is already making sense, drop an emoji in the comments below. Tell me which part of getting clients feel hardest for you right now. Is it showing up consistently? Is it having real conversations? Or is it converting them into clients? I read every single comment and reply personally. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, remember to hit the subscribe bell so that you'll be informed every single week when a new video drops. Okay, let's keep going. The first C is contents, but not just any contents, it must be contents that resonates. So this means that contents that makes your ideal client stop scrolling and think, oh my gosh, she gets me, she's talking about me. And you're not just posting motivational quotes, you're not giving generic tips, you're giving real specific advice and contents that names their exact fears, their dreams, and their frustrations. So I talk about the 3 things: your fears, your worries, and your doubts. You got to talk about these inside your contents. So when I post about imposter syndrome, about feeling you're too shy to coach, about being told that you're not enough, my people feel seen and they feel understood. And when someone feels seen, they start to trust you. And here's what would resonate with your audience: your story, your clients' transformations, your honest opinions, the things that most people in your industry are too scared to say, but you stand up and say that and you will stand out. Your content is not a sales pitch, it's a relationship starter, it's a conversation starter. It is how strangers become fans before they ever send you a message. So I'd like you to ask yourself right now, is my contents making my ideal client feel like I'm reading their mind? If not, then that's your homework. Start with this first: contents that resonate. The second C is chats, conversations, real conversations with your ideal avatar. This is where most coaches, they either skip it entirely or they do it wrong, or they feel awkward to do it. Doing it wrong looks like copy pasting the same message to 50 people saying, hey, I help people make money. Want to jump on a call? That's not chat, that's spam, and people don't like it. I'm sure you've received a DM like that before, and you probably feel icky about it, right? And so you absolutely do not want to be the person doing that as well. So what does doing right looks like? Doing right is genuinely becoming interested in them, becoming curious about their situation, commenting on their post with something real, replying to their story, asking a question to them that you actually want to know the answer to, and really become interested in their situation right now. What is keeping them stuck? So the goal of the chat is not to sell them. The goal is to understand, is to connect with them, is to build a rapport with them, is to find out if this person is someone that you can truly help. That's the goal of this conversation. And you know, when I was growing my business, I had real conversations every single day. Sometimes dozens and dozens of conversations every single day, just trying to understand where they are stuck and how I can help them. And all of this, they're not just fluff, they are meaningful conversations that I have with different people. And so I'll ask them, what are their biggest challenge? What is the biggest obstacle? What's keeping them stuck? What have they tried but failed before? And then I will listen to what they say, and naturally some of those conversations turn into, how can I work with you? And so you don't have to chase clients, you attract them through genuine connection. Okay, my friend, so we have covered the 2 C's so far. The first one is contents, the second one is chats. So which one do you need to work on the most right now? Drop 1 if it's content, and drop 2 if it's chats inside the comments. And if you're already doing both but still not signing clients, then the third C is where it's going to come together for you. The third C is where most coaches are missing it, and it's the one that makes everything else work. A conversion event is any moment where people can see your competency, your character, and who you are as a person, face to face in real time. It is super important, especially in a time like this where there is a trust recession. So this could be in the form of a challenge, it could be a free challenge or a paid challenge, it could be a live workshop, it can be a live training, it can be a Facebook Live, it could be a masterclass, it could be a Q&A inside your Facebook group or inside your community. All of this work. And here's why it's so powerful. Because contents show people what you know, chats show people that you care, but a conversion event, it shows people who you are. They see your energy, they feel your passion, and they experience your transformation live. And most importantly, they get to see your experience and your expertise, because if you can answer questions and if you can teach them what you know and show them how to get out of the situation, how to get unstuck, and how to solve the problems that they have, then they will automatically trust you. So something magical really happens when someone experiences you live. Their trust goes from, I like her content, to I need to work with her. I can't tell you how many times someone attends my 5-day challenge, and at the end of it, they'll go, I want to work with her. So this is exactly why my 5-day Introvert Advantage Challenge or my 5-day Course Creation Challenge converts so powerfully. People spend 5 days with me, they see me teach, they feel the community, they experience a taste of what it's like for me as their mentor and their coach, and they see what my method is, they understand that this method can work for them, and they start to see the belief in themselves that this will work. And so when that happens, by day 5, they're not just interested, they are invested and ready to move to the next step. So you don't need a fancy funnel to convert high-ticket clients. What you do need is a conversion event where people can fall in love with you in real time. And here's the beautiful thing about the 3 C's. They build on each other like a staircase. So contents attract strangers and turns them into followers. Chats turn followers into people who trust you. And conversion events, they turn them into committed paying clients. So remove any of these steps and the whole thing becomes wobbly. And I've seen coaches who create great content, but they never had real conversations. They wonder why people buy, and that is the problem. I've seen coaches who have great conversations but never do live events, and so they leave so much on the table. And so when all 3 are working together, that's when getting clients become consistent. That's when 10K months becomes possible, and not just possible, but become normal as well. And that's when you stop wondering where your next client is coming from. Once you start to implement these 3 C's. One of my clients, Delaney, when she came into my program, she started with 0 clients, 0 confidence, but she committed to the 3 C's, and she showed up with content, she showed up with energy, she had real chats with her ideal clients, and she hosted her first live event. And within 15 months, consistently doing these 3 C's, she hit $102,000 in 15 months. Not because she had a magic funnel, not because she was doing ads, but because she built real relationships consistently every single week. The world needs the next version of you, and there are people out there right now who are waiting for exactly what you have. So give yourself permission to go out and find them, one relationship at a time. So remember this, the one rule, the one formula is build relationships through contents that resonates, through chats that connect, and by having conversion events that convert them into high-paying clients. Start with 1 C this week, just one. Pick the one that you have been avoiding and commit to it. And if you want to experience a conversion event firsthand and see exactly how I turn relationships into high-ticket clients, join my 5-day Introvert Advantage Challenge. The link is right there below. I'm going to show you exactly how do you get your first clients, create your high-ticket offer, and then start signing clients into your program. Hit subscribe for more videos like this. And if you know of another coach who's stuck, who doesn't know how to get more clients, share this video to them. And check out this next video where I show you the top 5 coaching niches that are exploding right now. I'm championing your dreams as always. Let's go.